We met in the Paris metro. Alain Demarque is the CEO of Mauboussin, one of the great names of French jewelry.
What's a jeweler from Palace Vendôme doing here in the metro?
He's on his way to see his customers.
He's considered a rebel in this field, the first to bring luxury jewelry down from a pedestal. Since 2008, his advertising campaigns can be seen even in metro stations, a bold move in the closed world of jewelry.
She's not a fashion icon. She's not a beauty icon. She's a woman like any other, who has a skin like any other, but wears a ring like no other. I don't think there's a woman here on the metro today who looks at the image and says to herself, "That can't be me."
But are your customers here?
Of course they're here, my customers.
Do you see them?
The person is a customer. As luck would have it, it was a customer.
Suiting every pocket, a marketing strategy that's shaking up the highly select place Vendôme. Unique jewels are showcased in this French luxury market, and the prices are so staggering that they are never displayed. Except in this window. Every day, more and more people push open the door of the Enfant Terrible in the square.
Could I have the ring, you're too divine? Thank you. And so divine, too?
Alain Demarque joined the brand in 2002. Having never worked in jewelry before, this marketing whiz saved the company from bankruptcy.
We're looking at a legendary piece here. We've sold over 60,000 pieces to date of this ring, Chance of Love.
Is that a lot?
Yes, that's a lot. To give you an idea, when I first arrived on Place Vendôme, the company used to sell a total of 3,000 pieces worldwide.
The starting price for this engagement ring? 1,320 euros. But the same model also exists for 10 times the price, the difference being the size of the diamond.
You can put more or less expensive stones on a piece. It's a revolution, because it goes against the craft that used to be about making ever more beautiful trophies and treasures.
In short, democratizing branded jewelry by replacing large stones with tiny brilliants. This is the secret of the brand's success. But is the quality of entry-level diamonds the same? How have jewelers managed to slash prices without shattering the dream? Diamonds, pure carbon crystals that mankind has associated with the idea of eternity and love throughout history. Once a ceremonial object for royals and the most powerful in the world, diamonds are now enjoying a revolution at excessively low prices. How has the most precious gem of all become democratized in just a few years? To find out, we followed two stone hunters to France, Belgium, and as far as India. We embarked on a journey along the low-cost diamond route and discovered some of its many facets.
Tell me how white my shirt's good to be. Or well, he can't be a man cause he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. I can't get no, hey, you know I can't get no. Hey, hey, I can't get no. Hey, you know I cannot get no.
These days, you don't have to go to Place Vendôme to buy a diamond. As you push your shopping trolley along, you can always take a quick turn and buy yourself a river of diamonds.
Hello, madam.
Hello. Do you do the Diamond River?
Yes, of course. Go ahead. This is the smallest one. It's 1,399 euros, and it's currently 40% off.
a commercial operation that enables this jewelry chain to offer solitaire for just 26 euros. Although at this price, the band of ceramic and the stone is tiny.
You have a 0.01 carat diamond. But since there's a diamond, it's still high-end. It's one of our best sellers in the low-cost range. The price is good, so... I have a customer who went to buy potatoes at the market and ended up stopping by to get a piece of jewelry for his wife.
A lot of people have a little sparkle around their necks, even young people. It's becoming the little something you just have to have. A little sparkle.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, that way everyone can treat themselves.
It's also something whose value is certain. It's true that diamonds are the stuff of dreams.
But Paris, a showcase of the world's luxury and jewelry industries, had better watch out. Far from the glitz and glamour of the Right Bank and Place Vendôme, a revolution is underway. Consumers don't even need to leave the house anymore. Diamonds have entered their living rooms. Ordering one is just a click away. David Sussman is a new generation diamond dealer, one of the first to bet on the internet.
It suits me fine. Okay, just make sure to check the certificate.
David's family has been dealing diamonds for 6 generations. Nobody around him believed in selling diamonds online.
In the 2000s, everyone laughed when I talked about creating an online store. They told me I was bound to hit a wall. Business is hard, so if on top of that you have to invest in a website and internet communication, it's going to be very complicated.
Diamonds are the specialty of Cellini's website, in all of its forms, in earrings or a ring. With or without settings, customers can customize their jewelry and choose from thousands of stones available in the market.
This is a jewel from our collection, a solitaire with a 0.3 carat stone that we sell from 645 euros. This is extremely cheap, considering the quality of the product. If you go to a traditional store, the same product is worth around 1,800 euros. Today, the public is overly targeted by the media, by the press. We see rings everywhere, diamonds everywhere. We want to belong to that famous group of people, that family of people who want a diamond. You want to have this product that represents money in your home and that you can pass on. The point is that a diamond is the material that concentrates the most value in the smallest surface area.
Buying a diamond is no longer a simple act of pleasure. It has also become an investment, and there's one for every budget, from the smallest at 8 euros to those costing over 200,000.
Doesn't selling diamonds online distort their reputation as a luxury item?
I don't think so, actually. I think we're changing the way we consume. We're evolving, and above all, I think we have the chance to educate customers and introduce them to this world.
For connoisseurs, ordering a diamond online has become child's play. Those who don't yet dare to buy this luxury product blind can make an appointment with Chloé Guillon, a gemology expert. To match the price of the jewel to her customer's budget, she plays with the different parameters that determine the diamond's quality.
I've got your budget in mind. I'm already trying to imagine what kind of stone you could have. At this price, you're looking at an eye-to-eye one quality.
Right.
You told me you knew your way around this a little. Let's go over the classification again.
Until you see what you've bought, you're still kind of in the dark. Especially because I don't know anything about diamonds. So I don't know. I'm told that SI1 is just a little bit visible. But what does a little bit visible mean, really?
a crash course for beginners. The first criterion is the carat, the weight of the stone. It was named after the carob seed. Its extremely stable weight was used in antiquity for gem trading. Second criterion, the diamond color. It is rated from D, transparent, to Z, brown tinted. The most expensive diamonds are colorless. Third criterion, purity. The most beautiful stone has no inclusions, which are those little specks visible with a magnifying glass for the naked eye. And finally, the cut precision. The best known shape is the round, brilliant cut, invented in 1919 by Tolkowski, a gem cutter from Antwerp. Its 57 facets must be symmetrical for the stone to reflect light as well as possible. This is known as the diamond's fire.
I'd set myself a budget of between 2,000 and 3,000 euros, so we'll probably go a little over that.
Not necessarily. I can offer you product at 3,000 euros in I and SI1. I guarantee you'll love it. I'm sure you'll have stars in your eyes.
I'm not so sure.
You'll see, you will.
And to find the stone that will amaze her customer, Chloe is about to travel far and wide.
Chloe, are you planning your trip to India? Okay, you can take 20/100s. We're loaded with 25s. We've got 10 carats in stock, and we're out of 30 points.
Over 70% of their diamonds are bought in India.
And I think you can give them an unbeatable price. We're going to the epicenter of diamond trade, to the closest place a buyer can go from the moment the diamond is already polished.
If I do well in Bombay, I should find some nice things in my stock that will inspire my customer.
All attention on the breath. Observe every inhale and exhale.
To prepare for negotiations with Indian diamond dealers, a little yoga class is unbeatable. We set off alongside Chloe on the road to cheaper diamonds. First stop, Bombay, India's economic capital.
The Bombay Madness. Do a lot of Bollywood stars live here?
Salman Khan. You know Salman Khan?
Salman who? It's good to feel this energy, different from Paris. India is absolutely the must-see destination. It's the diamond capital now, and we have to come here. We have to look for them. Okay, let's do this.
Chloe begins her treasure hunt here.
Tower C. The complex is quite enormous.
And it doesn't seem like it's going to be very easy. Welcome to the Bharat Diamond Bourse, the world's largest diamond exchange. This 300,000-meter complex was completed in 2010. More than 30,000 people come to work here every day. It's India's weapon for conquering the international diamond trade.
Hello? I'm looking for the F tower. Oh, F is over there. Thank you. It's what I thought. It's not here. There are very few women on the stock exchange, as you can see. I think it's here.
Behind this door, an Indian diamond multinational.
Hey Nikunj, how are you? Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, very good.
How's the flight?
Good, good. A little bit long, but it's okay. It's okay.
Tired?
No, I'm ready to make business.
Every time it's the same process. Here business is done out of sight. The competition can be just around the corner.
This is basically matching to you what you buy regularly.
Okay, fine.
Chloé scrutinizes dozens of lots. One by one, she selects the stones that will be on her customers' rings or earrings, and every detail counts.
There should be as little color as possible in a diamond dealer's office. Normally, it's the light from the north at 11 a.m. that allows you to see the stone's true color.
You have a lower quality?
In this?
Yes.
No, I don't think
You don't
so.
have? Yeah.
No.
Okay. It's too.
It's too high.
Yes, it's too high. You have a low than high or not in color?
In color will be yes, GHIU.
Ah, you have?
Yes.
J?
GHI color. 1 second, huh?
I like this stone. There are inclusions, but they're on the side. And what's more, they're white. I like this stone. The goal is to choose stones with inclusions on the side so we can hide them with claws. Because pure diamonds are rare and expensive. We play with these stones to lower our prices.
The secret of low diamond prices, the stone's flaws. 2 of these .30 carat diamonds will be found on earrings sold for €490 on the website.
In Bombay, you find everything. If you want small diamond, to 10 carat, 20 carat, everything. If you want, worst diamond in the market, you will find in Bombay. You order something, and if you don't find, you tell me.
Sometimes, Chloé also looks for exceptional quality, as with this 5 carat gem.
Here, I'm facing something that's sublime.
Sublime.
We're in a fairy tale with this one. It's fabulous. It's a stone that's going to sell for about 150,000 euros on demand. Clients call us straight for this kind of gem. By being here directly on the stock exchange, I'll be able to offer a price half that of Place Vendôme.
Je vais pouvoir proposer un prix vraiment 2 fois moins cher que sur la place Vendôme.
If here is where we find the best prices, why doesn't Place Vendôme come here?
But they do come here. They come too.
Ils viennent là aussi. Et c'est juste que bon, Place Vendôme, vous avez
In Place Vendôme, the brand plays a role too.
qui va jouer, c'est pour ça que
That's why it's a lot more expensive. But they come here too.
Viennent dans ces locaux et aujourd'hui on a
Today we have the customer for this stone, so I'm going to lower my margin as much as possible
Je vais baisser ma marge au
to be able to sell to customers.
pouvoir vendre aux clients.
The price difference between the great names of Place Vendôme and Cellini is a skillful combination of the quality of the stone and the prestige of the jeweler. Not everyone buys the same diamonds, but everyone comes to Bombay to get them.
India is the biggest trading center of this world. From USA, again, the jewelers, wholesalers, and traders, all are coming.
And you have people from Europe also coming?
Europe also, yes.
Which country?
You can say Antwerp basically, then Germany, France, lots of European countries.
In 2013, India exported 16 billion euros worth of diamonds, enormous amounts of merchandise that drive prices down. Everyone benefits, even the world's most prestigious businesses.
Nikunj, can you give me the price? Là, je rentre dans une négociation, donc il faut que je peux pas trop tout montrer.
To understand how India acquired its place in the diamond world, we need to go back up the chain of its manufacture and travel back in time. The world's finest diamonds were discovered in India 3,000 years ago. Legend has it, a river receded from a valley, revealing deep pits lined with precious stones. Until the 17th century, Indian diamonds enjoyed their golden age with the famous gold-con mines in the south of the country. The world's sole supplier, India attracts explorers who come in search of its stones renowned for their unparalleled beauty. Among the most famous, the Regent, said to be the purest white diamond in the world. Its history joins that of France. It becomes the symbol of royalty. Louis XV had it set on his crown at his coronation. Marie Antoinette often wore it as jewelry. It was pawned and later rebought by Napoleon I, who used it to adorn his sword. Today, the Regent is preserved in the Louvre Museum and is part of France's national heritage. This one is called the Koh-i-Noor, the Mountain of Light. The god Shiva is said to have cast a spell on it, ensuring death for any man who appropriated it. Only gods and women could wear it with impunity. After Queen Victoria received it as a gift, it was fitted in the crown of England. The Queen specified in her will that no male heir should ever wear it. Their history is always eventful, as they have passed from one crowned head to another, disappearing several times throughout the years. These Indian diamonds have become legend. Some ended up in Paris, in the workshops of Mauboussin. In the 1930s, the Maharajas wanted to make fashionable jewelry with our treasure stones. They turned to the greatest jewelers of the day, those of Place Vendôme.
Everyone had their own Maharajas. I wouldn't say appointed, but almost. Cartier had several. Until the Second World War, the French jewelry market was driven by those Maharajas and their large orders.
Some houses sent representatives to India to catalog the Maharajas' gemstone collections and create unique jewels. The Maharaja of Indore asked Mauboussin to design a necklace with 2 pear-shaped diamonds. Exceptional stones, each weighing 46 carats.
You may be able to find a 46-carat stone, but to find 2 of them and be able to cut them similarly, 2 from a so-called old mine from Golconda, the best quality in the world, that's highly exceptional. The approximate value of these 2 big diamonds is currently about $4 million, both of them.
The golden age of Golconda's jewels is far behind us. Overexploited, the Indian soil has dried up. Today, it offers only small diamonds. Ritu Raj is the owner of this piece of land. He's convinced he'll find treasure in this pile of rocks, a volcanic rock, kimberlite.
ये क्या है कि ऐसा मानना है कि जिस टाइम पे लावा बहा तो इसके बाद जो है कि यहाँ पे मतलब ये स्टॉक हो गया तो वो लावा मतलब जहाँ पे कार्बन जमा हो गया और कार्बन जब हीट होके और हीरा बन गया तो हम लोगों का मानना ये है कि इस पत्थर में हीरा होगा। ये क्या अगर हीरा मिल जाए तो ये भगवान हो गया और नहीं मिल गया तो पत्थर है।
In these small mines, the extraction method seems to have remained the same for centuries. It's always the women who wash the chunks of rock. They're said to steal less than the men. The controller today is a sadhu, a holy man according to the Hindus. With the help of the gods, the sun may make a diamond shine among the gravel.
Oh Shiva, please help me find a diamond.
No matter how much Sushila prays, she hasn't found anything for a month.
Do you wear diamonds?
Of course not. I think they're beautiful, but they're far too expensive for me.
How much do you earn?
I'm paid 1.20 euros a day. If I find a diamond, I earn twice as much. And if it's a big diamond, then the boss gives me a sari.
If Rituraj is lucky, his mine will produce around 10 carats this year, which he will sell at auction.
ये पन्ना पत्थर मतलब मान के चलो आप दाल में नमक मेन कमाई जो कर रहे हैं वो सूरत और बॉम्बे के व्यापारी कर रहे हैं.
There may still be treasures buried in this land, but the Indians have long since turned their backs on their mining past. They put their faith in a sector with a bright future, diamond cutting. For them, a new golden age has begun. Today, the world's largest mines are located in Africa, Russia, Canada, and Australia. Purchased by a few large international firms, the rough diamonds are then transported to diamond exchanges in Antwerp, London, Bombay, Dubai, and New York. Over 90% of these rough diamonds are then sent to Surat in India. A city of 2.5 million inhabitants, in the space of a few years, it has become the world's diamond cutting center. Here we meet with Chloé Guillon once again, at the market dedicated entirely to the gem.
Ah, very small. That rough. All rough diamond.
Aren't you afraid of carrying so many diamonds?
If transactions take place in the street, it's because everyone here works in the diamond industry. It's what makes the city go round.
डायमंड है ना ये सूरत सिटी का जो लहू आता है ना लहू है.
It's Chloe's first time in Surat.
It's absolutely crazy.
Dingue.
I can't believe it. It's atypical.
How many carats?
26 carats.
1,26,000.
That's $90 per carat.
Par carat. Donc c'est
So it's a small commodity.
Is that something that could be found on your rings?
No, not really.
On the telephone, invest a diamond here, you say you're my own. I want you to love me, I want you to need me, because we're happy together.
Today, Chloe's visiting one of the great cutting factories that have made Surat such a success. She wants to keep an eye on every stage of the manufacture of the diamonds that will end up on her customers' fingers.
Hello, nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you.
Mukesh, the production manager, wants to show his guest a rough diamond he's just received.
This one is huge. How many carats? Oh my god.
34.
Is it exceptional to find this?
Ah bah oui, là c'est
Absolutely.
exceptionnel.
We're looking at something worth 100,000 euros in a store.
En boutique.
But before becoming a jewel, this large stone will pass through the hands of a dozen people. This is the most important moment in the stone's life. The rough diamond finally reveals its value. First, it is examined by experts with the naked eye, but then the software that takes over. It determines the diamond's shape.
Carat 46. Emerald 9.96 carat. But round is best. For
Why is that?
राउंड का प्राइस ज़्यादा आता है, उसका प्राइस नहीं आता है और मार्केट डिमांड ज़्यादा राउंड का रहता है, समझे कि नहीं? ये इसका बेटर प्राइस होता है, तो ये 10,000 पर आ जाता है और ये 8,000 पर आ जाता है.
But the specialty of Indian factories is small diamonds. They're better suited to the demands of supermarkets and large jewelry chains.
You don't lose a single euro in the stone. We can have like 5 stones, and what's left over, they're still going to use to make the tiny diamonds for which India became famous years ago. So they lose practically nothing.
It's maximum profitability.
Almost 100% of profitability, and for the diamond dealers who buy the rough, it's exceptional.
Today, India is the world leader in diamond cutting. 11 out of every 12 diamonds in the world come from factories like this one. The key to this success is these men, the little hands behind India's success story. This place counts on over 300 of them, like Kantilal, who's been polishing diamonds for 32 years. Between his fingers, a precious stone is being born. And the boss is never far away. He checks the stone at every step. The slightest mistake in cutting can cost him a lot of money.
लगाया हुआ है. एक कैरेट 1 कैरेट 1 कैरेट का पीस है, बराबर. अभी इसको पूरा काम करके है ना, इसकी वैल्यू मेरे ख्याल से 22% बढ़ जाएगी, 20 से 22%, क्योंकि ऑपरेशन हो जाने के बाद ये हीरा और लाइट देने वाला हो जाए.
The Indians started to cut the rough stones that nobody wanted. They learned to cut smaller stones and have been doing so for some 50 years. They've improved a lot and now produce diamonds of exceptional quality. It's worthy of the great cutters. The secret of getting such low prices in France is the Indian cutting factories. The labor is cheap and the quality of the cut is very good. So we can offer a good quality piece of jewelry at a price that no competitor can beat.
Défiant toute concurrence et bon marché.
The quest for low prices has made Surat a success. How does one control an exploding market? Who pays the cost of cheap diamonds? To meet ever tighter deadlines, large factories are turning to subcontractors. The people who work in these workshops are known as brilliant workers. They amount to over $1 million in Surat, more than cheap labor.
How much do you earn polishing diamonds? And how much is it now?
Here, 100 workers polish for more than 10 hours a day. At night, they sleep on the floor. And it's not unusual to come across very young employees.
And how old is he? And don't you think he's a bit young to be working? How much do you earn here?
€4 per diamond.
And at the end of the month?
€70.
How many diamonds do you polish a day?
50, sometimes 70 diamonds a day.
Wages that are hard to compete with and subcontractors that don't look too closely. In short, a product outsourced like any other. That's another secret of cheap diamonds. Some will say we know the drill. "8,000 kilometers from Surat, we're on the Indian Diamond Trail. We meet up with David Sussman.
I told you. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hello?
It's 7 in the morning, and his workday has already begun. Twice a month, David travels to Antwerp to pick up goods sent from India and visit old acquaintances.
I grew up in cutting factories with my granddad, who showed me rough diamonds, how to cut them. My mother was in business with an Indian, so I grew up around their children. We went out together, traveled together. The diamond trade is carried on through generations. You can't improvise into the diamond business. You don't come out of a business school, find investors, and become a diamond dealer. There are a lot of professionals, 10 or so thousand of them. It's like a giant club, more or less closed.
The headquarters of this closed club is here, in Antwerp, which has been the diamond capital for 500 years.
Here is the place to be to buy diamonds.
Despite competition from India, Antwerp remains the #1 place for the diamond trade. Billions of euros worth of goods change hands here every year.
There are surveillance cameras everywhere, because it's a place that's ultra secure, given the amount of merchandise kept in the offices. It's very possible that whoever you meet is carrying $100,000 to $200,000 worth of merchandise.
For a long time, Orthodox Jews had a monopoly in the trade, but they've been overtaken by another community. The Indians are now the new masters of Antwerp's capital. David has an appointment with one of them, a childhood friend.
Because she is pregnant and she really cannot do much.
Mish Hein runs the Belgian subsidiary of an Indian diamond multinational.
I'm showing you a picture of my baby.
Look.
Little Sussman. It's like family. We have been around the world together when we were younger. We spent a lot of time together. The older generations know each other. It's Amish's uncle who worked with my mother and who introduced me to Amish. They kind of told us, go play with the diamonds. As we're a sandbox. We're still close. So much so that we founded our own company and we were to assert ourselves as men and businessmen like we have always dreamed.
It's a superb stone. What do you want more?
Let me double check.
Of the 1,500 diamond offices in Antwerp, 900 are now owned by Indians.
Super for the price.
Yeah, you get your trade free.
Exactly. I'm very happy with that.
Yet, in the early 60s, there were only a dozen or so Indian diamond dealers, ambitious cutter owners who had come to conquer the historic diamond capital.
They came here, in spite they don't know the language, they still try to make business, they'll try to learn here and there. They work Saturday, they work Sunday, they work from morning 7 till evening 9. They just worked, I believe so, and that's why they made all the companies here are taken over by us. And the second most important today is that most of the diamonds are polished in India. So the turnover of the industry, we must be like 70%, 75% of the market.
7, okay, plus?
Plus the 42.693.
693. Tonight we have to play badminton or to get some sport together, I remind you.
Yeah, you remind me, but I don't find a place, that's the whole problem.
Maybe we can go running together.
You are staying today here?
Yeah.
For businessmen like Amish, a stroll through the diamond district is an opportunity to network. The Indian diaspora is very well integrated.
Hello, bonjour.
Bonjour.
You see the guy who is standing?
Who is this?
Ready? He is a president from the king.
Here we meet all the decision makers in the diamond world, even heads of state like the president of Sierra Leone, who was visiting that day.
Ils sont là pour essayer de négocier des contrats d'importation de diamants bruts, certainement.
The government made the policies that the rough can come in Antwerp easier than anywhere in the world. They have more legislations around the world, but Belgium, it's more a free place. So it's like a free trade port for rough. And that's why from everywhere, from Africa, Russia, Canada, the rough is coming to Antwerp.
Je suis David. Sussman, bonjour.
It's Mr. Jane.
What are Indians like in business?
Dur. Dur. Quand nous on négocie à 50 ou à 100 dollars près, et dans leurs marchandises, qui sont des marchandises d'une autre valeur, ils peuvent discuter chaque dollar. Parce qu'en Inde, avec 10 dollars, on peut peut-être vivre un jour. Ici, avec 10 dollars, on peut rien faire.
And how are the Indians integrated here, Amish?
For Indian people, it feels like home. It's no more, it's a foreign place, I believe.
C'est vraiment les Nations Unies. Chacun respecte les religions des autres. Chacun respecte ouais, vraiment. On va les mariages un de l'autre. On travaille ensemble.
Other sectors could really learn from this, all over the world, in terms of living together among all sorts of people from different origins.
And you, Amish?
And you, Amish, do you ever go to Jewish weddings in Antwerp?
Not really, but if somebody invites, why not?
Yes.
Oui, 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 oui.
Businessmen in Antwerp don't complain about Indian domination. Business has never been better.
I think that's enough of important people you met, huh?
Yeah?
No?
In 1 minute.
Huh?
In 2 minutes, hello.
Yeah. But if you meet everybody, the whole day goes there, huh?
I know.
But there are those left behind, the victims of this revolution in progress. Cutters are closing their workshops one after the other. 10 years ago, there were 15,000. Today, there are only 600. We meet up with Jacques Wise, who continues to cut the finest diamonds in Antwerp.
Take a look at this stone and tell me what you think.
Ici, ce sont les grosses pierres, les pierres de valeur, où la main-d'œuvre ne joue presque pas un rôle. Pourquoi on a besoin d'expertise? Tandis que en Asie, n'importe où, ce sont même des enfants qui le font, ou des gens qui sont à 5 autour d'une moule et ils sont payés un bol de riz. On peut pas concurrencer avec ça.
And how do they learn? I mean,
From us.
From us.
From us, people went there to teach them. One of the biggest reasons for our decline in Belgium is that there's no new blood coming into our industry. Young people no longer find it interesting to polish diamond.
This is one of the biggest reasons that the diamond industry is declining in Belgium, in other countries also, because new blood is not coming in. People don't find it anymore exciting to polish diamonds.
why?
People are coming to a factory, they're sitting 6, 7, 8 hours a day in front of the bench and polishing and working. This is how it goes.
By losing these cutters, Antwerp loses a little more of its luster every day. The winners in this battle for profit? David and his low prices, and Indian businessmen like Amish.
Be patient, you will get a point.
It's not a question of passion. It's a question of techniques, I think.
No, in badminton he is not so good, but he tries to be best. Run, David, run.
Believe me, I do my best.
It's very difficult. I'm taking a beating, but it's the only way to progress. Only by being among the best, he strived to become the best.
Both the communities are also following the culture too deeply. They stick to their culture, we stick to our culture, and both the communities are more family kind of business. Like father, son lives together, and then the uncles, father, everybody is in the business, and we really want to keep it as a family business.
In just 3 generations, the Indians have succeeded in entering the closed world of the diamond trade, but they're not about to let new players into the game. To consolidate their dominance, they're entering a new field, jewelry design. Back to Bombay. It's in this free zone that the Indian diamond multinationals now manufacture the entire world's earrings, rings, and necklaces. This is the last leg of Chloé's business trip. This morning, she comes to observe the work of one of these jewelry factories. She would like to have a range of low-cost wedding rings produced here. In these cutting-edge workshops, an army of designers create the jewelry that Europe, the Middle East, and the United States would be wearing tomorrow.
Do you send the CAD to the customer?
Send the canned pictures.
Can you send the 3D drawings to the customer? And if I don't like it, I can ask you to make the changes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
It's the goal of the visit, to really see how they work. I'm actually going to have an eye at each step of production, to make sure we'll have a product that is absolutely perfect, as if it came from a Parisian workshop.
The diamond multinationals are always the ones at the head of these factories. They have invested heavily to attract large orders from all over the world.
It's incredible to realize the gigantic power of the Indians in the jewelry market.
Here, jewelry models are designed and even printed in 3D to facilitate production.
It's mainly from our production. Out of this piece, we can easily manufacture 1,000 such wax pieces. Otherwise, if you take the traditional way of doing it, I would a karigar or a skilled person would be able to make just one ring in say 2 or 3 days time. In this case, we can make multiples or even thousands in 2 or 3 days.
It's the kind of typical product you find in big stores or supermarkets in France. They make them in this kind of factory.
But the Indians are also capable of producing much higher-end products.
Look at a big piece, a necklace with a lot of stones. There's a lot of work involved.
High-end jewelry like such sets would weigh around say 100 grams in 18 karat gold and around 20 to 25 carats of diamond. It's more than $25,000 a piece. So even we have high-end products like this or even costlier than this. Diamond-studded jewelry is in India for last more than 300 years. We've been doing it for the Raja, Maharajas, and now we're doing it for the European countries or even the US countries and worldwide you can say.
After discovering the first mines, India made it possible for the whole world to buy diamond jewelry at low prices. But in the kingdom of gem cutting, diamonds are still a luxury item reserved for special occasions. Their jewel box, diamonds sparkle with 1,000 lights, so transparent that they reveal the soul of their wearer. In a few hours, Medulla Sathya is getting married.
I made it through the weekend. Somehow I made it through.
She's the daughter of a wealthy Indian diamond dealer.
What does that mean to be a diamond girl?
I'll tell you something. I turned 2, and the first thing I get is a single diamond ring. So yeah, so that's a lifelong affair. My neck, my ears. Okay, I'm wearing a diamond bindi. I'm wearing a diamond mantika, and I'm going to wear a diamond naak right now.
Her father gave her these jewels, which are worth over 100,000 euros. Diamonds have made his fortune, and he faces a bright future.
The Indian middle class is starting to buy diamonds, And so are the wealthier classes. I think we're even richer today than our kings, the Maharajas, were.
वास्तव में तो प्राउड मोमेंट है ही मेरे लिए उसके लिए एक नई जिंदगी की शुरुआत कर रही हूँ.
Tonight, everything shines around the new Maharajas by offering the world cheaper diamonds that built up fortunes. But behind this Arabian Nights decor, thousands of little hands, from mining to cutting, are keeping a dream alive. The myth of an eternal stone that makes every woman's dream.